New at 10, police are at odds with an unsuspecting foe.
6 Tempe police officers stopped at the Starbucks on Scottsdale Road in McKellips for coffee. After they paid for it, they enjoyed their drinks inside the coffee shop until a barista approached them and said a customer didn't feel safe because of their presence in the store.
The barista then apparently asked the officers to move out of the customer's line of sight or to just leave. So the Tempe officers left. Now, since then, the Tempe Officers Association tweeted that they don't appreciate Starbucks asking their officers to leave and that the move was disheartening.
Starbucks spokesman Reggie Borgs said in an email that the company has, quote, deep respect for the Tempe Police Department and has reached out to understand better what may have happened in our store and to apologize for any misunderstanding or inappropriate behavior that may have taken place.